Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome back to the world. It's your boy J Lo. We here for another reaction. With this one here, man, we're getting ready to check out Yana, some lady. I don't know who she is, never heard of her, but she interviewed DMX, man, and the topic was, do you want to live clean? Now, I picked this one specifically because we all know what DMX passed away from, right? That drug overdose, and in most cases, man, drug overdoses have been the sole killer of so many celebrities. But DMX unfortunately did pass because of that, and we're about to check out this video. It's the only reason why I picked it. It's just because, do you want to live clean? So I want to see what my man is saying in this video, see what she was asking him, see how he was living his life then to, you know, leading us up to now. All right, so if y'all new to the channel, man, I appreciate it, man. If y'all leave some comments, explain to me what y'all thought about this video, give your opinion, your input, whatever it does not matter. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it respectful because of the fact that it is DMX and we are still mourning his loss. All right, so let's get to it, man.
At the age of 21, DMX and Tashira's first child, Xavier, was born. Today, DMX's relationship with his son is broken. Do you love Xavier?
Yes. I mean, it was at the time, it was the best gift I'd ever gotten in my life. For most men, they want their firstborn to be a son.
Facts.
And so I'm like, wow.
I
wanted, you know, a son. My firstborn, on top of the world. And I was the one who actually carried him in a little backpack thing that you put on the front. Like, I was that good of a parent.
Damn.
Yeah.
And you don't have a relationship with him today because?
Because he doesn't want one.
He doesn't want one.
He's never wanted one.
Never. Your son never wanted a relationship with you. And you know that to be true because?
Never called me. Ever. He didn't call me one time.
I'm gonna stop it right there, man. Let me tell y'all something. Everything he was saying up to that point right there is 100% facts. As far as me being a father, first-time father, I definitely wanted my first child to be a son and love him. It's the world, everything. Like he said, man, we're on top of the world as a father. When we get our firstborn child, son, daughter, does not matter. We're on top of the world, man. All right, shout out to all the fathers, all the mothers who do what they're supposed to do, taking care of their kids. But as he explained just now, what he was talking about, how he said his son didn't want a relationship with him. I don't understand exactly what that could mean, because I've felt that plenty of times. He said that he doesn't call him. I think that kind of reasoning would work and make more sense if the child was older. But if the child is still young, toddler, 10 years old, 12 years old, you know, they still have that. They still have that factor in their head. You're the one that needs to be calling them to check up on them. They can call you if they want to or whatever, whatnot, but it's not up to them. All right, they're not obligated to do that. You're the father, you're the parent. You're the one that's obligated to call your child. So up until that, man, I don't know what age he said his son was. I don't think he even said it. But that's pretty much how I stand on that, man. And is it just me or was DMX? He always had that way of talking. You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't think fast enough to say the words he wanted to say. And I'm thinking that's because of the drugs, though.
I was so happy. I was like, yo, my boy called me. I answered the phone. Like, yo, we need some money. Like, just please allow me to, you know, let me do more than just provide for you, you know, with food and clothes. Like, I was like, yo, just like, is there anything you need to talk about ever? You know, like anything going on now? What's going on in your life? And, you know, it's like pulling teeth.
Well, what if that's just his personality?
But he talks to his mother.
What if that's his special?
He talks to his mother.
Do you have a problem with the fact that Xavier's close to his mom?
No.
There you go again, man. She's specifically asking questions. Now, you do not know the answers, or you do not know exactly what she's talking or why she's asking these questions unless you have a child. And if the child's parents are separated, you're not going to know that kind of feeling. This past spring break. My son was here. He was here with daddy, wanted to do everything with me, but he's always calling her, his mother, and asking her, you know what I'm saying, questions that he may have about technology kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like his iPad, his phone, and he just refuses to come to me about it. Like he automatically assumes I'm not going to want to answer his questions, or I don't know what he's talking about, or something like that. But I've always brought up the fact that when he's here, he's always calling her, but when he's over there, he doesn't even hardly call me. So I asked that question, and like he said, there's no problem with it because that's his mother. I do not want him whatsoever to try and choose and pick, you know, which parent to love the most. You see what I'm saying? If anything, I want him to love her the most because she's the one that gave birth to him. Me, it's just that fatherly instinct that if you don't have, you know, your son, especially if it's your son who doesn't want to come to you about things, it just kind of puts a thought in your head, and it's real confusing, you know? And it takes a lot of talk, you know, amongst him, amongst her, and amongst yourself, actually, you know. It's crazy how it is, man. Let's go.
I think children should be close to them. I mean, it's natural.
See?
Your family is concerned that any day
Don't say my family. Don't say my ex-wife. And you said my son. But I don't have a relationship with him anyway, so.
Would you like to have one with him?
At this point, it doesn't even matter.
So you just said to me that you are a father, and you said there's only
people are people. People are people. And as much as I'd like for him to be my best friend, I mean, I have to accept the fact that people are people, and just because he's my son doesn't make him automatically my best friend.
Do you want to have a relationship
Just
with
said,
the
it doesn't
eldest?
really matter.
I'm asking you.
I just said it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
I'm indifferent at this point. I've for 20 years, I've busted my ass to you know, be a friend, be a mentor, to be all that. And just look the other way and no, I'm cool.
Now see, that right there. You see how he acted? Yeah, go. He said 20 years. So right now at this point, that answers my first question, what I was talking to you guys about the first time. His son is clearly old enough to make his own decisions on whether or not he wants to talk to his father. All right. So as he's sitting there explaining that, you need to understand one thing. If you are a parent, it's something about what you did as the child was growing up. Something that you did or did not do that has your child not wanting to talk to you now. We're looking at his perspective, of course. You don't do that kind of stuff, man. You don't think that kind of way, even though your son doesn't want to talk to you. You just can't give up like that. He's grown. Okay, yeah, your son's grown now. But at the same time, you can't stop doing or being what you are to him, which is a father. You can't say it doesn't. He said it doesn't matter at this point. I don't agree with that at all.
Like, come on. If he wants a relationship, I'll be there.
He wants one.
Right.
He wants
one call I got. Yo, we need some money.
He wants a relationship.
You know, I wish you believed me as easily as you believe these random people who talk about me.
I do believe you.
And as easily as you believe me.
And I believe you when you say that you want to be a father, but then I get confused when you dismiss your son.
No, because listen, he doesn't want a relationship. I know him. You don't know him. I know him. I've known him his whole life.
I find it interesting that he thinks you don't want a relationship with him.
Wow.
Told you. He doesn't want a... She said, I find it interesting why you don't want a relationship with him. It's because he knows something. He knows something specifically. Just like he said, I know my son. So if he knows his son, he knows exactly what could be the problem. You know what I'm saying? Or why his son don't want to talk to him. He knows it.
Well, let me just share this with you. Because from your mother, your son, your wife, even your friends, all of them has said this one thing to me. I'm waiting for the day I get the call that he's dead.
My son said he's waiting for the call?
Yeah. Your son is waiting for the call. Your friends are waiting for the call. Can you hear that people who love and care about you are afraid you're going to die if you don't.
I don't care about what people are concerned with.
I'm not entirely sure what he means or who he means by people. People in general or his family. What do y'all think he's talking about? Me personally, I would be saying that about people. But I would clarify it.
Okay, do you have the courage and the willingness to get up every day and look yourself in the mirror knowing that you're clean of everything? Do you want to live your life as a clean man?
When you say clean, no weed, no drinking, nothing?
Nothing.
Why? No.
You don't want to live your life clean.
Why would
Why? Because it makes you a clear, pure vessel for the voice of God. That's why.
I think I'm exactly where I need to be with God. If it gets to the point where, I stop drinking and smoking weed, then, that's what I'm meant to be. But I'm always exactly where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to be there.
That right there is something that denial, it will assist you when you say that every time. That's denial. But on the other end, it shows that he does know exactly how it's supposed to work. Biblically, spiritually, however, it's always God's plan. It's always God's will. Anything that happens, anything, bad or good, it's God's will. That's just how he planned it. Our lives have been set from the day we were born to the day our number is called, and it's time for us to pass on. So he's sitting there saying that he don't want to live clean. I think he does. He knows that when it's time for him to get clean, God will clean him up. It's hard to understand, people who want to judge D by his drugs, animal abuse, all the accusations that people made about him. You can't do that. Don't ever judge anybody, man. Do not judge. Only God can judge. We can't judge. Let's get back into it.
You believe that?
Yes. That's why I'm still here.
And where was God when you put that first line of cocaine in your system?
Right there.
God was right there.
Right there. Yeah. And that's why God gives me the blessings that he's given me.
And what if your time is running out?
Well, everybody's time is running out.
Beloved,
if I drop dead right now, I will have fulfilled the purpose that God had me to do.
He understands it, and it's like I said, you're not going to understand it unless you know God, you know the word, you know what you believe, and he understands it though. You can't do good without the evil without the good, light without the dark. You can't do none of that stuff. So of course he's got the devil, he's got sin in him from doing that kind of stuff, but at the same time, God is He's there. He is there. But it is up to you, man. It is up to you to listen to him. You know what I'm saying? That's your free will that he gave you. But yeah, y'all leave comments, man. Tell me what y'all thought about this. And I hope y'all enjoyed this reaction, man. And look inside DMX's head personally. This is a good while ago. So y'all see where he was then. Y'all see where he's at now. It's hard, man. Things you just can't control, things don't understand. That's what the point of this reaction is. We just have to listen, and we have to understand for ourselves from the horse's mouth. We can't judge people no more, all right? So, that being said, y'all got homework to do, man. My world, your world, our world, man.